Hey Starling, so let's talk about Kylie Minogue. Have you seen her new documentary out on Netflix? I always think it's interesting to understand what was actually going on for the artist at the time, because their music, when they're that big, did provide some sort of a backdrop, to our lives. It's in there whether we went out of our way to listen to them or get involved or not. And so I find them fascinating. So Kylie is obviously Australian from Melbourne, and she has been performing for a really long time, longer than a lot of people listening to this have been alive. So very interesting. I thought the documentary was well done. It's a passion project and it is involving Kylie herself. It's not other people talking about her. She is sharing, and we get to see a lot of really great clips. We get to hear from her sister, we get to see her parents. She has astrologically 5 planets in Gemini, and she was known as the singing budgie, and she does talk about this in the documentary, which I think is interesting. So she was really lifted up with a lot of praise, and then she was shot down, and a lot of especially male journalists in very male run media just wanted to take down the woman. I would say very misogynist, very sexist, and singing budgie was not an affectionate term at the time, but I would say it's something that is reclaimed. I mean, I think it's humorous, the singing budgie, and I think partly because it does refer to her as this gorgeous little compact, because she is absolutely tiny, singing bird. The way that she styles herself, she's like this little bird on a perch singing away, and I don't think of it through a derogatory lens. I think of it very affectionately towards her, but she was saying, it took the human out and it did dehumanize her, and I would say it was in the context of everything else in the article or the headline. So 5 planets in Gemini, all her personal planets, that's Mercury, Moon, Mars, the Sun and Venus. That's a lot, with Cancer rising, so the ruler of the moon is also in Mercury, so she's incredibly mercurial. I absolutely loved hearing her talk about her timeline, from just sort of being directed and told what to do, to taking more control of the lyrics and the songs and the expression and the style, especially for someone so Mercury led. And personally, I really onboarded into the Kylie phenom around the time she started doing that, because before that, to me, it was just too shallow and light, and I didn't relate to it at all. I related once she got involved, and she really hit her stride, if you ask me, when it was more authentic to her. So she's an incredible businesswoman. She's very involved, and I think it would be interesting to watch the documentary, and sort of work through her transits at the time as well. So she has cleared Cancer twice. It'll be interesting to see what happened there as well. She is hugely supported. She's just hung in there for so long that, again, that affection is there. She's well loved by the gays as well, and she supports them very much back. I'd love to have seen more powerful and influential women speak about her in this documentary. Also, there was a lot of men validating, if you know what I mean. I read an interesting article on that. If I can link that anywhere, I will, probably more on my Instagram. So give it a watch and tell me what you think.